It is wine time, everybody. This stuff is done. It ain't bubbling no more. It's been roughly 22, 24 days, whatever it is. We're gonna see what this is like. So, we're fixing the bottle.
What do you say?
What?
Is that what you say?
I'm talking to you two people. I guess you too right now. What do you think about that? Huh? Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. So anyways, we got this going. It's ready. Nah, it's done technically. Over here, we got some bottles. Got the woman rinsing them out right now. It's just always good just rinse and be safe. Got our corks, and we got a container to put the corks in. That way, they don't really help them. The soaping, I don't think affects anything, but it just gets them a little bit wet on the outside and lets them go through this corker a little easier. I've heard it called a Portuguese corker. I've heard it called different things, but we've had it for years. Y'all can tell by the rough looking. We just cleaned it. It's just that old. But anyways, we got it. We'll show you how that works. So stay tuned. It's time. Y'all been waiting for this. Ain't that right, Cole? Now obviously if you got a better setup to where you ain't got to just sit there and balance it on your leg or whatever, that's more ideal, but here we go. It would technically be better to let this stuff sit upside down somewhere and let it completely dry out before you actually bottle it, but it ain't gonna make that big of a difference. It's just as simple as turn this on, letting the spout out, and that's it. Now a couple of things to remember. You gotta leave enough space for the cork at the top. Also, another thing to remember, she's doing right now, she's multitasking. She went ahead and yanked that out. Gonna let it spout out from up there. And like I said, leave enough space for the cork. And that's pretty much it. Just know about how long your cork is and go from there. Now they got a thing that you can attach to it. And it's like a little wand that sticks down in there with a little a tip on it that opens up when you mash it. And the space that wand takes up is when it's completely full of wine. When you pull it out, it's exactly the same volume as what it needs for the cork. I ain't got that. So like I said, this is just the cheap way of getting things done. But either way, if you're doing it by yourself, bottle all of them up or spout it out, come back, get all the corks, do all the corking at one time. But right now I'm just going to show you on one, and then we're going to do a time lapse of everything else. So here we go.
That's too much.
That's about a cork's worth. There it is, everybody.
Wow. How can you do that? How can you do that?
Well, science. That's how we do it. So there it is, everybody. And you're right, that might be a little too much.
Way too much.
Now there is a trick for this, everybody. If it's just a little too much, get you pour it back out, I guess. Pour just a little bit of that back. Okay.
That'll be fine. That's fine. That's higher than wine bottles in the store come.
Yeah, because most of them feel like they're right here, and then they put that wrapper on the top. But still. Anyways, I'd say it's probably better to let the fizz die on down, but we're just going to show you right
No,
quick.
don't do it.
It's as simple as, Cole, look out! Move, son! Get out of the way! Now. It's almost like loading a gun. I just make sure the corks, that soaking, it literally changed nothing. That's still almost hard as a rock. But I just make sure it's coated all the way
Daddy,
around.
where you put them?
I'm going to put it right here, son. You got to be quiet, okay? It fits in there just like that, almost like loading certain types of guns. You're going to center it on top, let them arms come down. They're going to grab the lip. When they do, you just push straight down, like so. And that is a bottle of wine. I told you it wouldn't. I told you need a little more.
Why you do
But
that?
regardless, it don't matter. It's still technically a bottle of wine.
Why you do that?
So it don't burn.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if you're going to store it, it's pretty good to put them on their side or tilt it down just a little bit to keep that cork wet. This is natural cork made out of the tree or whatever, so yeah, they need a little bit of moisture to help them. You can use synthetic ones. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. But there you go. That is a bottle of wine, so time lapse and stick around for some taste testing. Alrighty, everybody, that is it. You can see some of the settlements. The juice is down there, but that's how many settlements you got. And we're just gonna call that last little bit of waste. We don't really need it. However, looky here, That ended up making, what was that?
I think 23 bottles.
23 bottles. 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21, 22, 23. Yep, quite tickled with that. So now I need to make some phone calls, and like I said, so many people want to get lined up to do some taste testing. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, hey, there you have one left.
All right, everybody, we got our first victims. Now, y'all want to introduce yourselves? Y'all just good being, you know, Jane and Doe or what?
That'll work.
Okay. So anyways, let's get on with it, I guess. Now, I'm gonna get you a cup. I ain't never been this fancy about it, just y'all bear with me. Those y'all don't know how to use a corkscrew, y'all just turn it on its side and get that claw buried in, then you just turn it up. It's pretty simple. Some people sit there and struggle with it. And for those of y'all that also don't know, you got 2 little notches right here. That first one's supposed to help you get it on out, but I usually cheat and do this. Once again, I am not a professional. As you can tell, it's becoming more evident by the second here. There may be some fancy editing with this. There we go. Cork out. Now, just say when.
That's good.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay. Her good was a lot more than his good. I'll tell you that right now.
I like mine.
Okay. So, what's y'all's initial smell? What you think about it there?
It's not a strong.
Not a strong what?
No,
now?
I don't smell anything really.
Okay. Same for you.
I don't smell anything.
I'll be down. Okay, well, it has no scent, everybody. Let's see what the tastes like.
That's good.
Okay.
It is good.
I don't drink. I can't drink yet.
That's a good job. Yeah.
I appreciate it. And that's what I was telling him earlier. Even most people that don't like wine will still drink my wine. You know what I'm saying? And they've also seen my little drunk story too, that purple penny dropper, as you've heard. So,
It is good.
want some more?
I
Say when now.
When
Okay.
I don't drink, so I mean, like I say, the alcohol is what I would taste, but probably taste it. And
You don't taste it
you
out.
don't
Yeah.
taste the alcohol in it.
Right. Well, can you tell there's any there? Is it like a little warming after?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Huh.
but it's not real sweet either. I don't think.
Really? Now, when I did smell it, it smelled like something that I made up at my cane hunting buddies up in Tennessee a long time ago. I ain't saying no names, but from what I smelled earlier, it smelled a lot like that. It said it's almost like a Coke fizz smell. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to explain. That's what I got off of it. But and for those y'all don't know, I'm gonna test this on a whole lot of people first, and then I'm gonna taste test it, and then y'all know the truth. But anyway, no, just kidding. It's a real hard flavor to identify, you say.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think RC is mostly
Oh,
since too white for Coke.
Yeah, I don't drink Coke anymore either.
Well, if you had to compare it to something, you seem to be the wino here. What would you compare it to?
Oh, I am. I do love my wine. I don't know. I don't know how to, But it's not sweet like sweet red. It's not
Right.
that sweet.
Okay.
But it's not. White simple is totally different. Yeah.
You know more about than I do. Let's
So
put it
that's
that-
something, like I said, I just know a lot.
It's talking Greek to me.
Talking Greek.
Yeah, Zinfandels and all that.
I'm talking about the kind, like a white wine or rosé or whatever, yeah.
They just let her keep drinking. It'll make sense eventually. Just
Yeah.
like,
And that's
We
pretty
get
good.
deeper in it, yeah, it is, yeah.
oh, good, good. Stay tuned for the next victims.
There you go.
Hopefully y'all enjoy.
We did.
All right, next victim. So,
Next victim.
yeah, they can see you just fine, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
Not sure that's a good thing, but here we go. Pull my foreskin back there. All right.
Next victim.
We'll see if I do this any better this time. Yeah, last time it's pretty interesting. Let's put it that way.
Let me guess, you couldn't get it open?
No, I got it open. It's not necessarily the way you show on camera. That ain't gonna reach. That ain't gonna reach. Okay, we got it. We're learning. See, that's my mini pearl corkscrew. Still got the price tag on.
Still got the price tag.
And now that way you know how cheap I really am. That worked a lot better that time.
Nice little pop.
As per usual. What? You just say when. Oh, okay, okay. There's his win, everybody.
What the? Okay, we're just gonna just slowly.
Yeah, exactly. Told you I used to be a bartender. So the initial smell, what you getting out of that?
I don't know, you can smell the grape.
Really? Well, good. It's grape wine, so it's.
I'm just saying, you can smell the grape. I'd hope it'd be grape wine. It's sweet.
Sweet.
It's sweet.
Huh.
To me, it tastes just about like the grape juice you used.
You're kidding.
No.
I'll be dying. Can you tell there's any alcohol in it by chance?
Small hint.
Very really. Dang. We got a hold of a real alky this time. No.
I'm not saying nothing.
I had a guy one time, he come up and tried some of my wine years back. I had several different kinds, and he tried one. Well, it kind of tastes like water. I'm like, okay. No. And it was just like this. He'd get another one, well, it kind of tastes like water. And he thought, it well, it all tastes like water to me. I was like, well, I think it says more about you than it does the wine. Okay.
We're
there
not
we go.
spilling.
Yeah, no alcohol. He's already, yeah.
No alcohol
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, no alcohol. He's already can't keep your cup up.
No, that was this past weekend.
Ah, okay, well, good thing this wasn't in the mix. Let's put
No.
it that way.
No, because that might get you in trouble.
Why is that?
Might sneak up on you.
You think it will? I'll say this much. I mean, y'all have heard my purple panty dropper story. Those y'all have been around a while. If you ain't go look up my drunk story, let's put it that way. But that night it was wild turkey and homemade wine or whatever. And I've heard several drunks talk about since then that homemade wine will get you about as sick as anything else. I don't know if it's because of all the fruit and stuff that's in it, but they said some of the sickest they've ever been,
Possibly.
you know, as far as like alcohol poisoning or something to those effects, you know, drunk, has always been something involved that or wild turkey. And danged if I didn't mix both of them. I mean, it's just bad stuff. I had one guy tell me he got messed up. He said the rest of his body could move fine, but he couldn't move his head. He said it's like his head was just laying out there in this guy's yard, and he said he's trying to get up. He said he's out there literally just walking circles with his head on the ground or crawling circles. If y'all have ever heard anything like that, let me know. That kind of blew my mind. Now that ain't got nothing to do with this wine right now, but
Add a little moonshine to it.
add a little moonshine to
Add a
it.
little moonshine to it. Then we'll talk more.
Okay. It might be slurred speech, but
Might not be talking at all.
that's true enough.
Might just be laid out.
Anyway, we keep sipping on it, so it can't be
It
plumb
ain't bad. Like I said,
disgusting.
it ain't bad.
Okay.
Not bad. I mean, like I said, to me, taste more of the grape juice.
Well, if you had to go from a 0 to a 10 on it.
I give it a 7.
Really? I was not expecting that much. I'll be dang. I got a feeling when I rate it, it's going to be a lot worse, but y'all just hang in there.
To me, like I said, to me, I taste more of the grape than I do alcohol or anything.
Okay. Well, one thing I done different, I used a brewer's yeast. Normally I use like a bread yeast, so I don't know. And I will say the bread yeast, as far as the bubbles that were coming out of the airlock on top, the bread yeast seems a lot more volatile. It seems it's just bloop, 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 and this stuff is just kind of tote, tote, tote. So I don't know if it's less active, if it creates less alcohol. I don't know. This might be one of them that you need to work twice to,
Possibly.
you know what I'm saying? Like get done racking off everything, put some more yeast in there, and maybe more sugar, and do it again. You know,
Run her twice.
run her twice. So it might be one of them.
You need to run twice, probably.
That's it.
Bump
That's
it
his
up.
alcoholic taste speaking out, everybody.
Just bump it up.
Just bump.
Just pump it up.
Well, you got anything interesting you want to add to that, or?
No, is that bottle mine?
Huh? Now listen, this cannot leave the property technically in Alabama. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're talking
Unfortunately.
about. I ain't seen nothing.
You know,
I don't
it
know
cannot leave the
nothing.
property.
I don't know.
all right?
I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing.
I mean, neither. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
But in all seriousness, folks, in Alabama, it cannot leave the property. Let's put it that way. It's got to be for your personal use on your property. So, but anyways,
Party time.
Now, what are we doing after the party? Well, I gotta go pick up my kids from school. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, technically, we just going
Yeah. Okay, enough of our bull crap. Y'all have a good day. See you on the next victim.
Why is it just me? Can you get to it since you blamed me last time for, oh, you're crushing me. Jesus Christ.
No, that.
Was it worth being a retard? Was it worth being a retard?
Welcome back, everybody. Now,
You
unlike all.
like to shattered the glass.
Hey.
The entire glass.
Hey, y'all didn't.
Oh, they
y'all
saw it.
didn't
You're
s-
putting it in there.
Oh no, I'm
You're putting
not.
it in
No,
there.
no, we don't do such things here. Only thing goes out of this processing is the absolute best.
Y'all seen the candle.
Anyway, I don't think there's too much dust in that glass. You want?
Bought cups for this.
Okay, well I'll rinse it out. Just hang on. I'll be right back.
My cup that he threw and like just shattered the bottle over.
Welcome back, everybody.
We can't
Now,
see ourselves.
that don't matter.
Do the thingy
Look.
so we can see ourselves.
There we go. Now, are you happy now?
Not really, but happier.
So, anyways, unlike all those other peasants, we let Jen drink out of cups and such.
Or again.
Here you go. Looky here. I'd give her a gold brick and she'd say it was too shiny, I'm telling you. So anyways,
I don't like gold. Okay, see the reason why mine bent was because I tried to put that at the very top of it. It took a lot of finagling.
that's a very lengthy word of saying something else that starts with a four-letter word. Anyways, so here we are now. Now then, initials. I'm going to pour you a glass. How's that sound? And I'll let y'all get up close. How about that? Say when.
That me whenever.
Okay. There we go. That smells a lot like that stuff made my coon hunting, buddy. For those of y'all that don't know, it's my first time sipping on it. I've let everybody else try it. I've let 2 other people off camera try it. One guy said he didn't like table wine, said it was kind of sweet, said it was more like table wine, but he liked dry wine more, whatever the difference is. And the other guy, he wouldn't drink wine. He said, but he could drink this stuff. He said you could taste the alcohol in it too. I don't know. I'm not an alky. My first sip. Here we go.
Again.
Again. Oh, that's sweet.
I told you.
Ooh, that's good and sweet. That's good and sweet. Good Lord. That's that almost. Let me try it again. Mmm.
It's not like you can actually taste the alcohol. The first few sips, you can
You
feel
got to.
the
You feel that
warmth.
burn.
You can feel just
you know,
a
I feel
slight
like
warmth.
just a
It's
little
not
burn.
strong.
That ain't strong, no. But
But
now, granted, I don't drink neither. But anyways, go ahead.
I've already been in it one time. But
Oh man.
like I told you that night, it's like at the end it was way too sweet. Now, granted, I drank like half a bottle, so there's that.
Good Lord.
You took the bottle. You saw it.
I did, but you know I got to act surprised for their sake. Good Lord. Like you're an alky.
Not even. Not even.
No, me neither at all. But good Lord.
Like I said, nowhere near as strong as what we've made before. But I will say it does taste slightly different. So the
Tastes a lot better. Now, hello. I'm just making a YouTube video. I love you too. Bye. As I was saying.
You might want to click the thingy so we can see ourselves.
Huh?
Click the thingy.
Wait. What?
I don't like being recorded when I can't see.
Look, y'all gotta look right here. You've been here the whole time.
I know.
You know.
I'm aware.
So anyways, it definitely got that bread yeast taste.
Well, not just that.
At all.
It,
I mean, to me the
not just
flavor's
the
better.
bread yeast. I don't know that I like this flavor more. But when
That's
it comes
the best grape wine I've ever had.
But when it comes to wine, I like Moscatos and stuff like that. So we'll try the different yeast.
Okay.
I want to say I like the last grape more, but the last grape had that like almost fizzy, like it had that sour kick to it, and this doesn't because this is way sweeter. So too
Like,
sweet
you
for me
know-
technically.
Well, take a sip, and I know you don't drink honey.
Normal people don't drink honey.
Listen, I'm not normal people, but listen.
No. Okay. Story time.
No, that's
Story
another,
time.
Another video, another time. Without you, and that time is never. Now listen.
The year we met, I tried to make marmalade.
Oh, good
Okay.
Lord, that ain't the honey story.
I don't know about the honey.
I got a
Anyway,
few of them.
I tried to make marmalade. Well, the internet lied to me. It told me that I could make it without using Sure Gel because the peel and stuff would, or the white part, whatever, would make it set up. Did not. So I ended up making syrup instead. This boy drank an entire flat of syrup in like a week. By himself.
She's trying to make me fat, people. And it's worked. I mean, 7 years later, you know.
I brought it up here one weekend. I left. I came back the next weekend and there was none left.
Well, that's what you get for lying to me. You told me it was marmalade and you give me syrup. I just took out the lie tax.
Although one jar did turn. You remember? Turned into alcohol.
It's like a buddy of mine. He had some old pears, his aunt or something like that, it canned, and he opened them, put them in the refrigerator, and them dang things turned into
He told
wine
me
in there.
that.
Yeah. The Gingerhead's house. Not gingerbread, gingerhead.
Anyway.
And not the sexual kind, just the hair on your head kind. Anyways, so if
Anyway.
you're quite done with all your dirty talk there, I guess that's basically our opinions. I like that yeast using there. It tastes a lot better, just ain't as stout.
I would like
For
to try
sure.
a different kind.
Or a different kind of yeast.
Mm-hmm.
Something besides grape as well, or what?
I mean, we could. The peach mango is usually really good, so
Oh
I
yeah,
could
peach
do
mango's
the.
always good.
I could use one of the Moscato things on it.
Well, either way, as far as I know, my next YouTube video or my next winemaking video is going to be something. We'll do them in the future too, but my next one's going to be something I cannot find a video on, and I know, as far as I know, nobody's ever done it. So be looking forward for that. hopefully y'all enjoyed this little series, and I mean, if y'all want to try some, just make it at the house, see what y'all end up with, I guess. And if y'all make it a different way, let me know. But either way, hopefully y'all enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the next video.